So let's move on. Let's jump to Relictor because it's another class that is connected with these relics. As I mentioned before, Relictors are people who study to manipulate the divine essence inside relics. So, because relics give certain powers, this divine essence can grant a person who wields relic certain powers. But Relictors goes one step ahead, and they manipulate the essence that's contained in the relics. So you could say they are like this. There's a bit of a fantasy trope mage, but with twist, because all power comes not from the person, but from the relics they wield. So yeah, Relictors are our multi-purpose people who can cast different effects based on the relics they have.
Yeah, and when it comes to terms like how they are working mechanically, Relictors are the class that are the most interacting with cards in the game, like for example with card draw and discard. Because whenever you play Relictor, throughout each game, you are gaining knowledge about the relics, and you are getting more and more power. And the keyword that is represented by the cards in Relictor's deck, this is retrieve, yeah. And the retrieve cards are meant to be played once again from your discard pile for different effects. But not only the Relictor can play some cards from the discard pile, some of their effects are dependent on the other cards that are already in play or in discard. They have descended row, and when, for example, when Wardens were mostly focused on having a good weapon and fighting with enemies and being able to survive in a wilderness, Relictors are more subtle. They need to have more to try more different interactions between their cards. They have powerful events that may influence the state of the board. Although Relictor gains more and more power throughout the scenario, and is probably has a little bit harder time at the very beginning until he build up his character. But the power output they can provide is very strong, and Relictors are mostly our characters from the second attacking and working from second line. Also, because of their knowledge about relics, they are very good in solving some troubles that we can have in our points of interest regarding some relics and interactions within the Godsgrave.
Okay, so the other classes are less connected with this relics, but more with the political situation of the world in Godsgrave. So I don't want to spoil much, but there is a certain political situation at the beginning of the game, which is connected with the recent war between different states. And as we play in one of those in a neighboring country, this gives opportunity to certain people to make use of the situation. So the first one is smuggler, which are people who try to benefit on the situation, because when the borders are guarded and the people still demand some goods, they of course use the situation to get some coin out of the situation, and maybe smuggle some relics as well, because they are still one of the most valuable goods that person can have.
Mm-hmm. And smugglers are the class in the base game that are the mostly connected with resource management. So when Wardens were interacting with the map and Relictors were interacting mostly with the cards and discard pile, smugglers interact with the resources, and it is represented by the keyword popular on their cards, which is called invest. And it means that whenever you play such card to your tableau as an item or as an ability, you can put some more resources from your pile to this card to give additional effects, to spend them accordingly during later turns, and it's something that bypasses one of the original rules of the game, that resources aren't passed from one round to another. You have each round you collect a new pile of resources, and smugglers somehow can bypass this disadvantage because they can accumulate the resources on their cards and use them for their own benefit. It is also the class that is mostly used for non-combat activities because they are kind of smart, they are tricky. It's always beneficial for them to somehow abuse their abilities to generate sheer amount of resources, and also be a good support to the rest of the team, because it's also one of the basic rules that heroes that are in the same area can share their resources, and smuggler can provide invaluable assets for the rest of the team. So it's a good team player.